Say your name.
My name is Terrell Christian. According to RealClearSports.com, Trent Richardson, a former Cleveland Browns running back, found out he was traded from the team watching SportsCenter. He didn't get a call from his agent. He didn't have a face-to-face with the general manager. He found out watching TV. Anderson Brazier just got traded from the Cleveland Cavaliers, a team who he played 12 seasons with. The Cavaliers just fired their coach, David Blatt, who led the team to a championship in his first year of coaching and currently had them #1 in their conference this year. Things like this happen all the time in sports. It's just part of the game. People usually don't care when these type of things happen. But when LeBron James made the decision to leave the Cleveland Cavaliers to go to Miami Heat, he instantly became one of the most hated sports figures ever. Fans went crazy. They were running around trying to tear stuff down, burning jerseys. A lot of restaurants owners left because they started to panic because they knew they would miss out on a lot of money. Well, I'm here to tell you today why LeBron James was not wrong for leaving Cleveland. First of all, according to ESPN.com, LeBron James said it was nothing personal toward the fans. He made a decision that was best for him and his family. Second, I don't think Cleveland fans realize what LeBron James did for the Cavaliers in the city of Cleveland. Before LeBron James was drafted to the Cavaliers, they hadn't made the playoffs in over 10 years, let alone being playoff contenders, championship contenders. When LeBron James played for the Cavs, he won 2 MVPs, led the team to the finals. In his past 5 seasons, they went to the playoffs and was championship contenders. In the 4 years while he was gone playing for Miami, downtown Cleveland lost over $400 million, what goes to show you how much money your city and the team could benefit by LeBron James playing on your team. He also left because he wanted to win the championship. When LeBron James went and teamed up with Dwayne Wade and Chris Bosh in Miami, they instantly were championship contenders. They went to 4 straight championships, winning 2 of them. LeBron James won 2 final MVPs and 2 MVPs while playing for Miami. But that's not the only reason why he left. Miami has a greater market than Cleveland, which means as soon as LeBron James went to that team, his brand instantly expanded. He also went to that team because of the coach, Pat Riley, because of their president, Pat Riley, who is an NBA basketball legend. He won 1 basketball championship as a player and 5 as a coach. He coached players like Magic Johnson and other superstars, so he had proven he knows what it takes to coach superstars. Also, when LeBron James went to Miami, that meant new jerseys, new sales, and new money. And it is a business, and at the end of the day, the point of a business is to make money. Another great point of why LeBron James left Cleveland at that time is just the Cleveland team just were not good enough to win the championship. The owners never gave him the great support and cash he needed around him to win the championship. Out of the 14 other players that played with LeBron James on that final team in Cleveland, only 4 of those players are still in the league today. Some people say they're not mad at LeBron James for leaving, they're mad at the way he left on TV. I understand that to a certain degree, but not really, because just because he went on TV, that does not mean he had to stay in the team he played for. Also, if we could go back to that same scenario and he would have went on TV and stayed in Cleveland, I would have been one of the fans like, he did all this just to stay. He could have just let that know, did that like every other player. You don't have to make a decision to do something normal. And some people say he left the hometown team. I also disagree. A lot of people from Akron are not Cleveland Cavaliers fans. It's not the same city. I'm a true Akron fan, and that's why LeBron James is my favorite player. No matter what team he goes to, he always represents Akron, and that gives me hope that I can succeed because he came from my same city. And some people say LeBron James is a bad person. Since LeBron James has been in the league since he was 18 years old, he has not been in no trouble. No DUIs, marijuana possessions, domestic violence, didn't fight any dogs, and he also gives back to the community. When he moved to Miami, he did several things in their community, plus he still kept the bike-a-thon going in Akron. He also, if you guys don't know, he has a program going right now, the Boys and Girls Club, and he's actually sponsoring a music producer, and they're looking for talent in the cities of Cleveland, Akron, Canton, and Columbus ages 16 to 22, looking for people that's good enough to sign to a new record label. LeBron James has always been a role model for me because he came from Akron, and that gives me hope and inspires me that I can become anything I can want to be. So with that being said, I want to let you know why LeBron James was not wrong for leaving Cleveland.